Alright guys, Hazing here, welcome back to the channel for a new Black Clover Mobile video. So, there's been a new update, right? Now, a lot of people in the new updates will go in, they'll break down the new units and they'll talk about stuff like that. But I'm actually going to be talking about something in this video that I actually think is a complete game changer for this game, for people playing this game, for new people who might be considering picking up this game. And it's something that if you are not taking advantage of, you are absolutely missing out, and you need to today start doing this and start taking advantage of this, because it is something that is absolutely going to take your teams, your squads, your ability to build new squads to the absolute next level, right? So let's go over this massive change, which honestly, in my opinion, is probably the most substantial and important thing they've added in this update, okay? So, we're just going to we'll use bonds. I won't even use bonds as an example. I'll use gear, right? The gear dungeon as an example. So, as it has been up to now, you unlock your gear dungeons, right? You push on, you push on, you push on, you get as far as you can go. So for me, remember, I've only been playing this game for 2 weeks, right? I pretty much grind gear dungeon red 15, right? Now, when I was grinding this stage, I would have to go in and I would have to use my team. It would look like this. You'll see there, I've got insufficient power. I could not do dispatches, and I also could not use tickets, okay? I don't think you can use tickets for dungeons anyway, but I couldn't use dispatches. So what I had to do was I would have to go into here, I would have to select 3 times multiple, turn that off. I would have to select 3 times multiple, set how many runs I wanted to do, turn on proceed with auto to repeat upon battle being defeated, right? Now, for me, I would have like a 95% success rate where I would beat the stage, but there'd be the odd occasional time where I wouldn't beat the stage, right? What that would mean is, let's just say I had set up the stage to run 10 times at times 3, so I had 30 pieces of food. Each time I fail, that food goes to waste, okay? You had to do it this way because if you didn't have enough power, so as you can see here, if your power wasn't on par with that, you could not use the auto dispatch feature. They've now changed that requirement, so even though it still says here your power is insufficient, you can now send your teams on to dispatch missions, okay? That in itself is cool, right? It's absolutely cool, but it's not actually the most vital thing here. The most vital thing here is you can literally send any team on dispatch missions. So you've got all of these characters who you need to build up, or you might want to build up, you might want to have different options, you might want to get their rewards, because remember guys, when you go into characters, you've got bonds you have to build up, and from those bonds you get rewards. As you can see here, some of these rewards are less important than others, some are very important. You get stones, you also get materials that allow you to rank up your characters, okay? Very important things there. But it takes a lot of XP also for you to level characters. So the fact is, you can, with this completely unleveled team, apart from Solid, who's got like 2 levels, right? You can still dispatch them on the hardest stages possible, okay? So you are going to gain, from those hard stages, you are going to gain a lot of bond points, you're going to gain a lot of XP, but you're still going to get the results that you would get from using your main squad. So this is going to give you a really good opportunity to continue to farm the way that you would always farm, build your stocks of whether it's gear, whether it's enchantment stones or whatever they call them, all of that stuff, you can still do it. But you don't use your main squad to do it anymore, because using your main squad, if you have your team like this, apart from Kahono, right? Apart from her, if your team's all sitting at full 100, full bond, do not ever send these teams on dispatch missions. You're just literally wasting your time at that point, right? Always always, no matter what it is you're doing from this point on, use some team that's either not full bond, not full level. Send them on your dispatch missions, because it is going to pay double for you. You're going to get whatever it is you're grinding on the stages, but you are also going to build up those bond levels. You're going to get those additional rewards from building those bonds. If a circumstance comes up where it's got a requirement, you need to use this unit, because you've been leveling all these guys in the background passively by making them your expedition units, you are going to have a better shot at being able to actually put them into a functioning team, because you've built them up. You have got levels on them. You've got them into a position where they're literally not just there and you hope maybe they don't die, or you hope your other free characters can carry them through the stage or whatever. Now this literally works for any bit of content that you can either use tickets for or you can dispatch on. Okay, so if we go to the Mage's Forest, go to the final stage, you can see it here. We'll go to Team 3. We'll actually use units that I want to level. In fact, go back a second. I want to cancel that. Go back in here. Have I got any food? Because if I'm going to do this, I may as well do it right. You got to get no mage EXP? Well, that sucks. We'll use this one, right? So I can only do a single run here just to show you what I'm talking about. But go here, we will just take you because you need some levels. We'll take you because you need levels, and we will take you because you are the next unit I'm currently taking to the LR. So these units have no business being able to do this stage. I can jump in here. I've got my one food selected, and I think I've got my one food selected. Maybe I don't have my one food selected, but hey, doesn't matter. I'll use all my skip tickets here since I don't think it's applied my food. But, in fact, I'll keep one just in case, right? In case it's not applied my food. So these guys are nowhere near ready. Ah, right, okay. So it does use my food and it just keeps going. So here we go. First one with food. Rest of them, bang. These guys, as you can see at the side, they're gaining lots of bond. They're gaining lots of level. And I am getting my overall squad choices higher. I'm giving myself less work to do in the background. But from here, I'm not taking a hit on the rewards that I'm going to be getting from the stages. Now obviously, you can also now do this for bond patrol, which was something previously that could be a little bit, let's just say, taxing. So you've got your bond characters, you need to build them up. You want to get those resources like your gold rank up tokens or whatever. You want to get some green ones, the dark green ones, to exchange them in the material exchanges or whatever. Awesome. Now you can go to your hardest stage possible. You can go into here. You can say, okay, who have I got least amount of bond on? We'll go with these guys here. We will drop Julius because Julius is not needed. Jack is a character I don't really plan on using, but you know what? If I put him in here, I'm going to get a lot of resources because he is a SSR and he's going to give me gold tokens, which is something that I need for other units. As you can see here, go in, reward list, gold token, don't need to worry about putting any work into them to actually get this stuff. I can just send them out on the bond missions and I can get them, while also leveling up units who I actually do care about getting bond levels on, like Charlotte, like Sally. That is absolutely vital to my growth. And again, in the past, I would have had to have found either a low level stage, or I would have had to have put units on here who don't need bond levels just to bring up the team power enough that I could do things like dispatch and stuff. So to me, this honestly is 100%, without any shadow of doubt, it is the best update that they've added to this game. I think it's phenomenal. It's going to be fantastic for free to play, pay to play. It doesn't really matter who you are. There is literally no one that plays this game that is not going to benefit from this quality of life change. And if you are not taking advantage of this, you are missing out, okay? Again, guys, when you are doing dispatch missions now, literally just send fodder units away. So either send units that you are working on actively, wanting to get them stronger, or send other people away. Do not send people who are max leveled on expedition missions anymore at all, because it is now pointless. You can gain so much more by literally exploiting your box, using the different characters within your box. It will help you grow stronger, you'll get more resources, and ultimately it's going to put you in a better spot in the game. And like I say, free to play, pay to win, does not matter. We can all benefit from this equally, and I say that as someone who actually has remained free to play within this game. I find it very enjoyable, and this is just another little element to me that makes this game a lot more approachable from a free to play standpoint. So if you're someone who has been on the fence about Black Clover, I will say that for me this is a game changer. I honestly think that give it a shot. If you're curious, give it a shot, because even doing things now like grinding gear, it's got a double purpose. You're going to get the gear, but you can also level up all those characters in the background, and it's just going to make your life a lot easier, give you a lot more team building options. And hats off to the developers for making this quality of life change. It's phenomenal, it's fantastic, and honestly I don't know why more people are not talking about how you can actually extract the most from this. So anyway guys, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think of this. I've been HazeInc. Are you going to use this to your advantage? Are you going to get stronger, get lots of goodies? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.